Hello, friends. Hello, hello. My name is Janessa Oriel, and I'm the head of community here at Sell with Amy, and I am so excited to be here. And I came live here without my trusty phone just because I realized I'm not actually demonstrating anything today. We're just going to have a little bit of a chat, and I hope to keep it short. I know that it's the beginning of December. It's the last month of the year. It's the last month to be able to wrap up those yearly goals that you may have set last January. And more specifically, it's also the time to start to think about 2022. I'm still a little stuck in 2019. Raise your hand if you're the same. Let me know with some hearts below. And so if you too are stuck in 2019, that's totally fine. But I wanted to be able to chat about something that we've seen come up recently. One of the things that we've heard, and we hear this every now and then, there's little waves, right? Just like anything, there's waves and cycles. One of the things that we've heard recently is people specifically requesting that Amy do things that it wasn't intended to do. And there's a variety of examples of this, but I'm really going to speak to, hi Sheila, hi Charity. I really want to speak to making sure that those that are interested in using Amy or Sell with Amy, we want to make sure that you are using it for the right reasons. Or we want to make sure that when you're adopting it and using it for your business, that you're not necessarily seeing it as an all-in-one tool. As an example, currently Amy does not have the ability to run inventory. There's not the ability to do mass messaging, which is the biggest request that we typically get. There are a lot, it's not an accounting platform, right? It's not intended to be that. It's genuinely the purpose of Sell with Amy is to help build relationships with your customers. One of the benefits of being a small business, like a micro business, direct sales, whatever, a super small business is we are not, Amy was not built to be used for massive marketing campaigns. What I mean by that is, Target, as an example, would not necessarily be interested in developing relationships with each individual customer. Maybe they'll go there eventually. And in reality, there's a lot of trends that have come up. If we think about influencer marketing and so forth and so on, that is the way that Target, as a massive company, and I'm just using a large big box store, it could be replace it with any big box store, right? Big box stores are not interested in building a relationship and asking how your purchase was and then making sure that you're utilizing that purchase. If that purchase sits in a cabinet or cupboard or bathroom drawer or something for years, a big box store isn't concerned about that. You, on the other hand, if you have, especially if you have a consumable type product, or for those who don't have a consumable type product, I'm thinking of like kitchenwares, you want to make sure that your customers or clients are using those products and they're not only using it but also bragging about it. If you have a something that is served, right? I'm in the kitchen. I moved from the bathroom to the kitchen, right? Something that's served, and when people use it, they're able to say, oh, look at how convenient this is, and they can highlight some of the features. It's because you've had conversations with them to be able to highlight that, but also let them be excited, just as excited about the benefits and features as everybody else. Hi to Aline and Trish and Becky and Karen. Thanks so much for joining me today. So I really wanted to talk about Sell with Amy is not for everyone. If you're a small business and you genuinely just are looking for sales and sales alone and don't necessarily want to have that follow up in the relationship with your customers and don't want to take the time to connect with them on a one-on-one basis, that's totally fine. If you're looking for there's a number of like email campaign companies and mass texting companies that are intended to send sales emails, promotional emails, very similar to big box stores, right? I can tell you, raise your hand if you were the only other person, or you were out there going on an unsubscribe like last week during pre-Black Friday, Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. Those were 5 opportunities for me to go through my email and the text messages that I was receiving, the promotional text messages, to unsubscribe. And I don't know about you, but that is a very different business than what Sell with Amy was created for. Sell with Amy was created because one of our co-founders and CEO had a good friend in direct sales that was doing a party, and she realized how archaic the systems were within direct sales. She realized the goal was to be able to have those one-on-one conversations, and the consultant was good at that, but the follow-up and follow-through that the consultant wanted she wasn't able to do that. And so, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. So, and I'll get back to you, Olivia, in just a minute. So yes, the goal is with Sell with Amy to be able to develop and make it really easy to shop without overwhelm, right? All the features that we've built into Sell with Amy are to allow you as the consultant or distributor, however you are titled within your company, to be able to quickly and easily connect with your customers in a genuine way and make sure that they love what they've received. We also have created an easy way to prevent overwhelm in the form of collections and in the form of the storefront, so that way your customers can easily shop from you without getting overwhelmed by the full catalog. And that came about because some companies have a ton of products, which leads me to Olivia and Greg asked, is Amy planning on an easier way to upload products? Olivia, I'm so happy that you asked that question. Because you're asking that question, I presume that your company does not yet have a partnership or does not have a partnership with Sell with Amy. At this point in time, we would love to hear ideas on how it would be easier to upload products, but I also want to share with you, those companies that have partnerships, the products are automatically logged into Sell with Amy on their own. They automatically come through. Anytime new products are added to the website, they come right through to Sell with Amy because of the partnership. So that's the best way, is to be able to make sure that your company has partnership if you can. We have a help portal article that I will link after this that you can actually check out below to see how to potentially open the doors for partnership, or at least start having that conversation. And Stephanie was saying, oh my goodness, yes, way too many emails, so many promotional emails. So if you're interested in running a more traditional small business or big business with marketing campaigns, Sell with Amy is probably not right for you and your business. If you're interested in working with your customers and doing the best thing, which is recommending what you love, what you know, like, and trust from your product catalog, and then sharing that excitement with others, as you would do whether you were partnered or whether you were with your company or not, Amy is incredible for you and for your business. Karen says, my company has partnership and you love it. It's awesome. And Becky's excited that we're addressing this because it's hard. A lot of people are like, well, Amy doesn't do this. Yeah, we don't have currently inventory-based things because there's a variety of reasons and FTC rules and regulations. And that's the other reason why we don't do mass messaging. Specifically, we want to make sure that we're adhering to all the privacy policies that are out there, irrespective of what country you're in, because we do operate around the world. So we want to make sure that your information is private, your customers' information is private. We're following procedures to make sure that everything is the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, everything is taken care of. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we're not broaching into what other platforms currently handle very well, right? There's email platforms out there, there's text messages, text messaging, but again, it's just a different type of service. A spreadsheet upload of a list would be nice. Great suggestion. I'm going to ask that you send that to ideabox, IDEABOX @amy.co. That is where our teams, multiple teams, take that information and they build it in if they're able to. They code it and do things that I don't know how to do, which is totally fine. However, when new products are released, there can be a few days delay for the products to load into Amy. Will this change? Karen, that's really specific on your company and the partnership. So specifically, if it's taking a few days, you want to make sure to connect with our support team, because that way we can raise a flag and say, hey company, how come we're not necessarily getting this in the product catalog within Amy? Olivia was using Amy with your last company and loved it. The new company is not linked to it and you really wish it was. Isn't that hard? It's so hard, especially when you've had partnership, and then when that partnership no longer is, or if you have a new company, it makes it much more cumbersome, which leads me to, Sell with Amy is a great tool. And we have people that have obviously full partnership. We also have individuals that don't have partnership, don't have catalog. And so there is more work associated with loading the catalog. The getting those items in. And if you have a large catalog of products, then that can take some time. We have had friends that have actually had teenagers. I don't remember what their rate was, but they actually would have teenagers load in the new products and specifically log orders on a weekly basis. And that was a great way to handle it, to be able to make sure that that information was coming through, because they recognized that having that information in Amy was well worth the minimal investment in, whether it be dollars or product, to a teenager, if you have one nearby, to be able to have that in. They were noticing by using Amy, their sales were higher. As we know, the percentage of those who use Amy tend to get paid 34% more in commissions than those who don't use Amy. And so we have that from studies and for companies that we've worked with. Yeah, Sherry says, we don't have the partnership, but we do have catalog, and I'm grateful for that. Anything helps. Of course, Karen, I'm happy to answer. Myra, so happy to see you here. And so, yes, so I wanted to be able to share that. If you have friends that go, I don't know that I want to use Amy, you can say that's fine and share this video with them, right? You can say Amy's not for everyone. If you're looking for Amy to solve some need that some other company handles currently, like I said, accounting, mass marketing, whether it be email or text, inventory, budgeting, those are the ones that I've heard most recently, and those are the ones that I know off the top of my head. Amy may not be right for your business, and that's okay. We want to make sure that you're evaluating the services that you use for your business, especially if you're paying for those services. So it's that time of year in terms of budgeting and setting goals. Make sure that if you have Amy, we want you to use it, right? We want this to do great things for your business. We don't want you to have like the gym membership of business supplies, right? Where you invest in it but don't necessarily use it. We really genuinely encourage you to spend 5 to 10 minutes, no more, no less, a day in the app working on your business. And if you can do that, it can do incredible things for your business, whether it be logging orders, doing reach outs, all of the above, right? So thanks so much for spending your Thursday with me. I am sending you all the luck for December. We are in the thick of it, friends. I know you can do this. As your customers, maybe new customers, prospective team members are shopping with you, make sure that you're connecting with them and following up with them and building those relationships so that way they can help you make 2022 an incredible year for both you and for your business. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you next Thursday right here, same time, same channel. Bye.